Jimmy Dendrinos, welcome to Lingofest.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for making the time. I appreciate it. As I was telling you off the air, this is part of a series, Lingofest series, and I'm trying to make sure that I talk to folks who not only talk about NFTs but who actually do stuff, right? And what you're doing, I think, is really interesting. So let's start with let's say, how did you get into NFTs, and then tell us what you're doing right now, because I think it's really interesting with concerts, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my background is I studied computer science in college and wasn't totally loving like the path that it was sending me on. And I found out about music festivals and actually had a friend invite me to come work in a music festival. And once I found out I could get paid to go to events, that was my focus. So I switched my role from that, and I went and did production. So I joined an audio and video team out of San Diego, and worked in live events all the way up until March of 2020, and ended up losing my job. A whole year's worth of events lined up all down the drain due to COVID. So I went back to digital marketing because I knew I was good with computers and wanted to, dove back into that and decided to really improve my skill set in that field. During that time, I discovered NFTs through the artist Grammatic. He did an NFT drop where he was able to replace his year's worth of touring revenue through an NFT drop. Mm-hmm. And I found out about it and I was like, wow, that's amazing. How are artists surviving? I'm in the same boat, out of work because of COVID. It's great to see that there's a new outlet for art and music online. And so I checked out the NFTs, and I, for the price, wasn't willing to purchase one myself. But I saw the technology and I was like, this is so revolutionary in terms of digital ownership. And I wanted to build a platform that used that token in a more advanced manner than current standards for NFTs. Mm-hmm. So I started NFT Concerts. I didn't know much about it when I bought the domain. And then it's been almost about a year's process of continuing to grow in the NFT space, make connections, really figure out what's going on, how to develop these contracts myself. I've been diving into all of the development side of it, and then really building out connections. So we're getting very close to launching here a platform. Basically NFT Concerts, what our idea is we want to take concert recordings and issue a set of NFTs that unlock access to that concert recording. So the current standard for NFTs, for those who don't know, is that you release an image or a series of images, and you release a non-fungible token, and you attach it to that public image or animation or short audio clip. Mm-hmm. We are doing a kind of a little bit separate thing where we're still going to have a publicly facing thumbnail image, but that token is going to unlock access to private content. So rather than just putting your content up on YouTube, and if you put your content up on YouTube, it takes about 100,000 views to generate about $500 in ad revenue. Rather than doing that, we think you issue 50 NFTs for $10 and you sell those to your fan base, and that's your $500 right there. And you're able to monetize your live sets through exclusivity rather than through ad revenue, subscription-based models. And your fans get to own something that may grow in value in the future. So we think it's a highly replicable NFT strategy for artists. And we really just want to build a platform that allows artists of all sizes to be able to create these on the fly and really generate additional value from live shows that are already being played, and a lot of times either aren't recorded or are recorded and aren't released. So that's me. That's my story. And that's kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing.
No, I love that. I love that. I think the introduction of a revenue stream that brings the creator of the content and folks who love what they're doing or like what they're doing, right? Bring them together, right? In that way, as opposed to just scatter shots way of like somebody does something on Instagram and they have ads and all that. I think this is where we're going, I believe, right? As an economy, I think it's going to be a lot of folks being able to monetize what they do best, right? Without having to, to kill themselves in the process.
Well, monetization is only part of the problem that we're solving here. With these NFTs, you're able to track both the wallets who purchased these originally and anybody who purchases or transfers these tokens in the future. So you can really begin to build out a community of people who own your tokens and really validate them as fans, offer them exclusive experiences. So there's a lot more that you can do with these tokens. Like a lot of people get caught up in it just being a JPEG or an image or however basic, the current basic implementation. The potential for these tokens is huge. And then a lot of people don't truly understand that. They hear like, oh, you buy an NFT and you own it. Well, what does that mean? So like when you go to, iTunes and you buy a movie on iTunes, you can't sell it, right? It's or Amazon, same thing. You can't sell
you're renting it, in essence, forever.
Even if you own it, you're renting it forever. Absolutely. The other thing too is you can't take that movie off of Amazon and go, or off of iTunes and go sell it on Amazon. With NFTs, if you purchase an NFT from NFT Concerts, well, you're going to be able to go take that NFT and go sell it on OpenSea or go sell it on Looks Rare. Now they're going to have to come back to our platform to unlock it and view that show recording. But if they want to just own the NFT, that it's transferable, permanent ownership, digital, it's a digital asset that you're going to have for ever. And it offers, exclusive value. So that's us.
Yeah. I think what people are missing are what I think you illustrate is this thing, which is in real life, thing that's happening, meaning it's not just speculation about a JPEG. It's actually something real that happens, which is getting access to a concert. Number one. Number two, right? I think number two is the fact that you can transfer. It's like I buy a ticket, right? And I give it to somebody else, but they buy it from me, right? And that transaction is safe, meaning you're not getting a fake ticket, right? So all these things people are not aware. Maybe you can just say it again, meaning, listen, guys, this is for real. This allows us to make sure that this ticket is not bogus. It's not right.
So I really encourage a lot of people who are amateurs of blockchain to go try the website called etherscan.io and go on Twitter, and you'll see a lot of these .eth addresses. Those are wallet addresses, if you're not aware. And if you can actually go on to Etherscan and plug in anybody's wallet address and actually see what they have in their account and what transactions they've made with their account. And to some people, that's scary. But to a lot of people, that's extremely trustworthy because you're able to immediately verify both who issued this, where it came from, and the transaction path all the way along. And it's all public data. And you have to understand a bit about cryptography to understand how that's secured by public and private keys. But that's basically, it's readable data that can't be changed. It's stored in multiple locations and it's very secure. So, I mean, me personally, I've bought bad tickets for a concert. I've showed up to the door. I've had somebody scan my thing and then go, sorry, you can't come in. And I go, oh, like, no, bad.
I got scammed.
Yep. If I was able to go onto the blockchain and plug in the ticket, well, there are a number of ticketing platforms that are solving this. We're staying slightly away from that, but there are, this is going to revolutionize ticketing. But yeah, you can go in and verify that this ticket is legitimate, issued from this show, and then currently owned by this guy who's selling it to you. And then they'd be able to transfer it to you digitally, and that you wouldn't even have to worry about a thing. There's no chance for scams. There's no way for somebody to slide in a fake ticket. That all goes away when you start backing things up with blockchain technology.
And so who would be your partners here? Would it be event, folks who launch events?
So we are starting small. We're going after independent artists. The big concern with us is, as a new distribution method for music, we're doing a single sale with permanent streaming access. That kind of conflicts with the current model of music rights. So music rights is generally paid per stream, especially online. And then you have multiple rights holders for music. It's a bit of a disaster. So we are going to address that issue. And we're already very much concerned with that area. But to start, we really want to prove this model with independent artists who own their own music, who are able to give us these releases that we need, because that's a big concern. But we want to keep everything on our platform above board. We want to make sure that all copyright holders get paid out as they're supposed to. And we don't want to getting sued.
No, it makes sense. Of course, you have to be careful. And so let's say I'm a band. Let's say I'm part of a band. So let's say me and three of my buddies, we are a band, and so we play local, let's say, right? And we have fans, right, who love us, right? How would we engage with you, and why should we engage with you?
That's a fantastic question. I love the idea. To start, go to our website, nftconcerts.com, and then you go to /apply, or our artist application is a great way to start. We're currently taking artist applications for our initial launch. We want to have content ready to go. That's more than just like a single person, because the whole idea is a platform. Beyond that, what you will do once you get accepted is our most important thing is a show recording. That's what we're requiring. That can either be a live show or it can be a studio live set. We really want to encourage artists to do minimal post-production, though, like leave in breaks, just make it if you've gone to nugs.com, make it the set, let people watch the show. So that's it. You'd record the show. You need to get permission from the venue to record the show. That's going to be on the artist. So that's huge too. That's another big thing that we're worried about.
What does that mean? They need to get permission from the venue?
Just a signature, or so some venues require extra. You either have to pay the venue more to record there if you want to record there.
What, a studio?
That's really
a studio or a restaurant?
No, if you play in a bar or
a club. Okay.
Club,
okay.
Gotcha. They can.
Besides the venue.
Sometimes they charge extra to have recording rights.
What if let me just before I forget this idea, because I'm getting excited by what you're saying. So let's say me and my band, we practice in the garage, right? And we want to record a couple hours of us practicing. Have you seen the Beatles in their Let It Be thing?
Yeah, rooftop. Yeah,
rooftop. I mean, no, but have you seen they just released released some stuff.
I've not watched it yet, but my
it's fascinating. It's fascinating because it shows you hours and hours of practice, and they're just playing around. How a song, you can see how those songs started from zero a little bit, and they're playing, and then they. Anyway, so let's say I record 3 hours of that, and my friends just want to see us just, how do we create songs? Would we be able to do that?
Yes, we would actually be very interested in hearing, because we want to be a toolkit for artists to create really unique musical experiences that are online, that are permanent. So if that's what you want to release to your fans, and you go, hey, come hear how we turned, this is our hit song.
No, now. I mean, don't you think that's interesting, right? See how people come up with songs.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. Yes. Go ahead. Yes. This is a great idea. Go on. I'm interrupting.
And the distribution method works for any type of content like that. We can do this for any type of video clip or any type of audio clip. And the other cool thing is we also want to build out beyond just having that video file. So that's going to be our requirement, but we want to add the ability to add additional secret content into that show recording. So you could have a photo video package, or you could have a message from the artist, or even a picture of the set list. And then we also want to offer additional NFTs to be sold, like a show poster or a secondary items on the side as well. But the main NFT concert, all concerts, all shows will have an NFT that unlocks a show recording, or a performance recording of some kind. So basically, artists will give us a recording. They will give us the recording information. They'll give us a thumbnail that we will be, and also maybe some public content, like a little clip or something to use to promote it. And then they're going to set their number of tokens, or number of issues, number of NFTs, and the price point for those. To start, it's going to be set price. We're going to enable auctions as well. And then basically a release date and time. So once they go on sale, the fans will be able to come in and buy them immediately the fan will be able to access our player. We have a pretty cool like unlock thing where it basically like checks for your token before it unlocks the video. And once that works, and so then anybody who owns the token is able to come to that player link, view the content. If you sell the token and you come to the player link, you won't be able to view the content, which is pretty cool. So the incentive is to keep the token, or and that also incentivizes other people to purchase this.
No, this is fabulous. And so, how do you make money yourself?
So we take a fee. We are operating on a revenue split. We take a little bit higher of a fee than some platforms and a lot less of a fee than other platforms. Our current split model is 80-20, where the artist takes home 80% of their revenue models. We're seeing some NFT platforms where they're taking home 50% of the revenue or more, which I find to be pretty funny, because the whole point is supposed to be that it's supposed to be better for the artists. So you've got artists leaving like 30% and 40% Web 2 models to go to a 50% Web 3 model.
Yeah, they're like trying to become Spotify or what?
Yeah, I people see an opportunity and they push it.
They don't get it. They don't get the spirit of Web3, right? They don't get it.
No, yeah, we want to be a platform for artists to create these on their own. We want to offer additional services. If you are a bigger artist or you're an artist team and you need somebody to handle both the production of this and you want a more of a white label experience where we tell you the best way to monetize these, we can do that. We offer that as additional services for additional fees. But our main goal is to really build up a platform for independent artists to create exclusive digital collectible concert experiences.
Love that. Yeah. No, and it's just not just concerts, right? I'm just thinking that I would love to watch concert, but also I would love to watch some jamming. You should, just as somebody who's excited about what you guys do, you should include that. Definitely, you should have that. Yeah.
So in my head, I had it all like, oh, everybody wants to watch live concerts. And then the first artist that we had who submitted content to us submitted a jam session where he did, and I was like, and he's like,
I'd love to see. I would love to.
That's what, and
you were right.
Also, we think this also really lends itself to like jam bands and EDM sets and like sets that are a little more individualized. A pop set is going to be a little bit very similar set show to show. We really want to go after more of that every show model where it's like each show is unique and then we can really hit the audience, because how cool is it to go to a show and then be able to watch that show again? Because that you add that personal touch to it.
And a lot of folks are very passionate about like they follow like rap artists who create these beats, right? And how they create the beats is an experience. I've watched a couple of people do that. It's just like magic coming in, and so it's just fascinating to. Anyway, I think what you guys are doing is amazing. I'll tell you what. This is Jimmy. I think what you guys are doing is amazing. So I'm definitely gonna keep watching what you have to. When do you guys think we'll be launching in the next few weeks? Couple of months.
We're desperately trying to get something up by the end of February. It might stay in a little bit of a beta mode, so it might be invite only. But we are hoping to get that up and running. We've got a pretty cool. It looks great. It's starting to function, and everything is working, which is pretty neat. But we just need to polish off a few more pieces and make sure it's for everybody's eyes.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Functions as it's supposed to, but we think it's a great idea. We expect it to grow, and once the artist, and then the cool thing too is those NFT concerts, beyond just being a cool memorabilia, if you go see an artist and they're small and you buy their NFT concert and then 3 years from now they headline Coachella, you don't think you could go sell that like recording of that small show for more money than you purchased it for? So this is actually a way to like invest in artists.
It's literally investing. It is. And folks want to be part of a story, right? I'm part of the story of this band becoming something, and here's right? No, I think you guys have hit on something really good, and the timing is perfect. I think the timing is perfect. People are getting into all this stuff, metaverse, and also the timing is just right. It's all about timing as well as everything else.
Yeah, it's been really interesting watching. Last year I was trying to promote NFT concerts at music festivals, and nobody knew what an NFT was.
It takes time.
by the end of the year, Rolling Loud, they actually had an NFT scavenger hunt, and I had people coming up being like, "Do you know about?" Because I had an NFT thing on, and they're like, "Do you know about the scavenger hunt?" And I'm like, "No, but here's a sticker. Like, go check out my thing."
No, it's good. It's good. It's people. It's getting to the mainstream. It just feels like it feels like the internet way back when it was bubbling up, right? There's a lot of
it's exciting.
This internet, I don't know if you know this, but the people are saying like this web thing is a fad.
I could not disagree more. I believe there are a number of small fad, scammy projects.
Yeah,
like they're all, that's like saying art is a fad.
Yeah,
it's like yes, there are some bad pieces of art, but like overall, art's not going anywhere.
As a concept, first of all, as a concept, art is here to stay. Same thing with NFTs. I think as a concept, as applications like yours, I think are going to prove. It is not just a concept. It's something. I think you guys are solving some real problems, right? And opening up some new opportunities. These folks, how would they do this? How would they monetize their jam sessions otherwise? Like, how would they do it? It would be hard, right? Impossible.
I mean, you could sell it, I guess.
But like, how do you make sure that people are not defrauding you? It's hard unless you do it through NFTs, right?
Louis C.K., I guess, is the only like comedian who really like he put up his stand-up set as an MP4 file on his website that you could buy, and this was like 5 years ago.
Yes, I remember that. Yep.
And that was kind of like revolutionary because it was, it wasn't a distribution method, but he knew he was going to get ripped off. Everybody could download the file. Everybody, and he was just okay with it. He was like, enough people will pay.
Because he can afford to do that, right?
A lot of artists can't, they don't want to deal with, they can't afford to deal with that. And they also they aren't going to get, so we're trying to solve that problem of getting eyeballs on content, making it easy to monetize it. It's taken me a year to build this platform, almost more. A lot of artists aren't going to want to spend a year learning all about this. They really want to like a drag and drop uploader.
No, exactly. They want to land and they want to do a couple of clicks and they're done.
Yep. And then they want to be done. And they want it to work. And
they want to go back to do their thing. Yeah, which is their music.
We're trying to make it as easy as possible for them to do that. And
that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it, Jimmy. All right. Wonderful. Hey, listen, thank you so much for making the time. This was fascinating. I'll let you know when this thing is up and out. And you'll see an email from me asking you for some information so that we can put it up and, with all the good stuff that you guys are doing.